It is July 15th, 2021. I'm going to do my recap. Snapped my 5 day winning streak, had a small losing day, $370. So I give back a little bit more than half of the profits that I made yesterday, but it was a terrible day. Fucking absolutely terrible. I was down 2,200 bucks and somehow, some way managed to put on a few good trades and I should have recovered all the money, but obviously taking profits sooner than what I should. I ended up just with uh, with $370 a day. As you can see here, I imported all my trades and no line. I was down. Well, it says here 2,400 bucks. I mean, realized the minus 2,200. I guess when realized I got all the way up to minus 2,500 basically. So very disappointing. Similar to what happened like kind of like last week where okay here okay not here but last week well a couple of weeks ago I was down $4,000, more than $4,000, and I managed to make all the way back to minus 1,200. So a couple of these days you add 3,000 here and 2,400 from today, so sorry, 2,000 from today, that's another $5,000. So that would mean that would be I would be up the month almost 10K, which would be in I would be in very good shape. On the other hand, I'm below my average daily gain, which is $500. My profit factor is not looking too good. Obviously, winning and losing trades. I'm having more losing trades than winning trades. So yeah, but let's get into the trades. So I started the day again. I clicked the button by mistake. I didn't want to get into AAL, but yeah, I clicked the button. I didn't want to do it, and I made a mistake, and I clicked it. 1,300 shares at 2052. So I got in, man. So fucking it, literally at the low. I didn't want to get in. I just clicked. I had my mouse on top of the button, but I didn't want to click it. But I had a little tick and I clicked it, and as soon as I clicked it, okay, it came up and then it spiked up like crazy in this 1 minute. I'm like, man, I have to wait for it to pull back. I cannot get out. So what I did is I added at 2082, so right over here at R2, and in hindsight, I should have, if anything, added at R3. That should have been the good add-on, but I added at 2082 and had to sit through the whole thing, sit through a lot of pain in that sense. And I was like, oh my god, great way to start again. I didn't even want to get into the trade, and by mistake, I'm in here. I should have cut it, but it was tough. I didn't even have time to really cut it. If you really look at it, I got in like 7 seconds, 7 seconds left in the for the second minute candle, and this thing just ripped up. So I managed to get out at 940 for a break even trade. My average was 30. So sorry, it was 2067, and I managed to get out at 2066. So I got out at 940. So that was not that bad, right? I got out in this candle at 2067. So right over here. I wanted to see the previous day close break, but that was wishful thinking there. So just a bad trade. Second trade of the day was SPCE. I let AAL run, and okay, I went into SPCE. I went short at 32.83. I chased it down a little bit. My perfect entry would have been for the daily open break and the previous day close. So I chased it, went 32.83. Didn't really see it, came all the way down to 32.33. So I wanted to take a better exit, but got I covered at 32.67. So not the best, but it's tough. This thing was getting bought up. I wanted to see more momentum, but for some reason on the daily on the level two, I just didn't really like it too much. So I made, what is it, like 170 bucks there, 160 bucks, not much at all. And this is when I started like making a bunch of stupid decisions. When short AMC, when short 900 shares, and there was like no real playbook here, right? There was no real playbook. This is like the same mistakes that I always make. So I went short at 942, 900 shares at 34.87. So right around here, not a bad entry, 30.47. Not a terrible entry right over here after this failure. So I was looking at this. Let's see, I was looking at this candle and I saw a little bit of kind of like a little bit of a shooting star. So I wanted to see a little bit of a drop down trend. but I didn't put my stop loss where it should have been, and got stopped out pretty much at the high of this candle, 35.80. So, that's a considerable loss, like 400 or 500, something like that. Not good. I went short again, 800 shares at 35.03, covered at 35.09. This is 9.47. So right after this, another failure here. I went long again, and this I really fucked up here because yeah, at 9.48. So I went long 9.48. I thought it was gonna maybe rip up. I got in 35.24. Got stopped out. So I was trading without a plan, without a real playbook here, and I basically chopped up a lot, man. I gave back so much money. I went short again at 9.49, so this thing was just chopping me up, chopping me up, chopping me up. It's a big fucking mess, to be honest. It wasn't the easiest trade, but I should have just let it go. This is where I give back a lot of money, is when I take trades like this, and try to catch reversals that are not strictly playbooks. So that's what happens. Took another long somewhere, messed it up, and at this point I was down. I was down a lot. Again here I went short 800 shares, 30.47 at 9.52. So right over here, I'm like, finally it's gonna break. It came up, but tried to break out, it failed. Try to break out again, it failed. But it's one of those where it's just playing with you. These people are just like stopping you out, playing with you. The market makers, I guess, or whoever is buying and selling the stock, they're just pushing the price a little bit down so it can load up and push up. And I try to also catch a breakout here. I went in like super late and I got stopped out. So neither here nor there. I was getting chopped up on both sides. Then what did I do? I went short AMD, 2,000 shares, just to dig myself up. I was down 1,800 bucks at that point with all this choppiness of AMC. I'm like, you know what? Let me dig myself a little bit more into the ground, right? So I went short 2,000 shares for the break of the previous day close, and I got stopped out 7 minutes later at 89.20. Over here, I was afraid that this thing was really gonna come back up and rip up, and last thing I needed is to lose like $3,000, $4,000 that day. So I got stopped out, and then one more time I went long. This time got stopped out too, lost another $120, and then finally I went short at 89.10, 89.12 with 2,000 shares in AMD. One more time at 10.12 here, and covered pretty. That's a shame, because I was down like 2,200 bucks. If I would have just gotten one trade right, when 2,000 shares and let the thing play out, that's a $3,000 share. So I would be up. I would be up by $800. By just having one good trade, right? So I went in, covered at 88.91, so right around here I covered, right? That's 10.16. I covered on this candle. Then I went in again. I went short another 2,000 shares at 10.16 at 89. So for the break of this level, and then I was able to cover much better. I covered at 89.24, sorry, 88.24. So I covered, yeah, right around here, right? That was a good trade, I guess. I guess I took it like a couple more times. No, sorry, I covered 88.83. So, well, I left a lot of money on the table, 88.83, instead of like all of this. And then I took one more trade over here and covered a little bit more. So that got me up. And then AMC also, I took a couple of more trades there. This time I did take a playbook trade, which was an R4 resistance trade. So I went short at 36.83. Again, imagine if I would have just taken this trade and let the whole thing play out. 1,000 shares, 36.83. That was here. That would have been an $1,800 profit. From the strategy of R4 resistance trade is getting it all the way down to R3. That is the playbook. But I took it to short, covered around here, then took the short again and covered around here at 36.60, which is a big mess. And yeah, I finished the day down 369. So it's at least I'm saving the month, man. I'm fucking saving the month. I know it says you have 395, but as you can see, 369. So yeah, yeah, AAL somehow, some way. So I was down 728. Somehow, some way, ended up making some money. I could have made 286, but that was a little bit tough to pull off. SPCE, nice 200 bucks there. Minus 200 is nothing. And AMC, as you can see, I started to really chop around. Went in, got chopped out, got in, got chopped out. Went long here, fucking got stopped out. And I was wanting to go long, and I got long again, right? Didn't I? Yes, I went long one more time here, and just this thing just played with me, man. Just toyed with me, and it was stupid because I wanted to get in at 35.20, but it didn't let me get in at 35.20. I guess the page was not reloading, but they say I was clicking on my other tab, so I had to get back to that tab. So, I could click there again. So I got filled really late. Well, then I profited here. Okay, so this one I lost a bunch of money again here. Fuck, I lost so much money here. And then I was able to, go short, cover, and look how much I left here on the table. Again, one of those where I'm not obeying my rules, right? AMD got stopped out here, lost 300 bucks, and then was able to make lost here on the long, lost 6 cents, and then on this one, I did get some decent move, right? But look how much I left on the table too, so much. So pretty disappointing again, always the same issues, dude. Where I just have these trades where I'm down, and I take them and I just cover super quick, and I leave most of the move out. I don't take advantage of most of the move. Another one here, maybe an AMC would have been a good trade to get back to it over here for another R4 resistance till it gets all the way up. Beautiful double top and failure. That would have been another great option. So just messy, man. Messy trading today. I'm still this week. I'm still okay. I'm still 300 bucks above where I would want to be. Profit factor 175. That's not bad. But yeah, I mean last week was okay. Last week was also I made money last week, so I guess it was the first 2 days where I did lose money, right? Yeah, was about 1,000 bucks. Yeah, okay, so it's 2 weeks in a row where I'm above my daily, where I'm above daily goals, so weekly goals. So if I can hopefully have a good day tomorrow, maybe make 800, 9,000, 9,900, 1,000 bucks, that would that would have that would put me in a good spot, for the week after all. So yeah, again, a lot of mistakes, dude. I should have avoided this choppiness, and somehow I got dragged into it. Got stopped out a couple of times when it was catching me here, caught me here, caught me a little bit here. It's a shame. And then no excuses, man. The R4, I should have left it all the way down to R3. SPCE, another one. R3 resistance would have been pretty good. Tough trade. I was thinking about going for the daily open breakdown, but it's not an easy trade, that one. You never know if it can come up again. But that was a good idea, honestly, to let it play out all the way down, at least to, L1, L2, best case scenario, right? I mean, now it's much more, it's much, yeah. Over here, maybe be another good opportunity for the daily open breakdown and the previous day close breakdown. AMC looks like a nice short right now, too. Yeah, I might just go short AMC. Let's see what happens.
Order rejected.
Let's see. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense to go short AMC. Let's see. I mean, we have this level here.
Order filled.
I'm gonna go see what happens. Yeah, it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. It's far away. It's It's not worth it. I should just get out. I should really just get out. It's not worth it. Yep. It's just not worth it. I'm gonna get out. What am I doing? I'm already done. It's just not worth it. I'm not doing myself a favor, that's for sure. Man, the 5 minute looks decent, but I should have caught it like much earlier. Right now, it's just a little bit of a mess. Yep, that's exactly what's gonna happen. I mean, what am I expecting, right? What am I expecting? That's you get what you get, you know? I mean, we'll see. Okay. Now it seems to be breaking down. There we go. Okay. But it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it, man. Honestly. I mean, maybe it is. Who the fuck knows? Can we break 34? That's the target, at least the first target, 34. And 34 should be the first target here. Let's break it. Let's already break 34, right? I mean, if I could just fucking... If I could just have a winning day, that would be fantastic. I mean... I think it's gonna break 34. It is gonna break 34. It is gonna break 34. Just gonna break 34. Let's see. A lot of fucking buyers. That's a bearish sign. It's not the best trade, but hey, you know, at least it's something. I mean, you had the breakdown on the, you know, there was this level here on the 5 minute. It looks much better, right? Let's see what happens. It's gonna break. Beautiful. Let's see how much. Let's see how much. Let's see how much. Give me some money. Give me some more. Get me all the way to break even for the day. Get me to break even on the day. Ah, almost there. Like we're like 50 bucks away from break even. Yes. Come on. Break the 90s. Break the 90s. Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna cover. Why would I cover? Yeah, I'm gonna cover. Above 34, I'll cover. Let's see. I'm gonna cover. Oh, no. Yeah, fuck. It's gonna come up. That's stupid on my behalf there. Should have covered. Okay, let's see. Let's see if it comes down again one more time. How's the level 2 looking? If it gets past 34.10, I'm gonna cover. Let's see, level 2 seems a little bit weak still. Yep. And then break. I'm gonna cover here for 200. Nope. Am I gonna cover or not? Yeah, I'm gonna let it play out a little bit more. Seems weak still. Seems like 34 is not gonna hold really. Yep. Come on, now I need to see this level break. Now I need to see this level break again. I need to see this level break again. 34 cannot hold. I'm gonna take it or not? Am I gonna take it? I'm gonna take it.
Order filled.
I took it. Yeah, okay. At least I made another 200 bucks. You know, it's not that bad. You know, 178. Hey. Was it the right choice? Well, probably it has more downside move, you know, but why, you know, I'm already done for the day. Why put myself at risk, right? You know, now it's coming up at least, you know, came up to 34.20. As you can see here now, I'm only down 178. So, hey, you know, a little something. Down from 2200, you know what? I'll take it. So now I just have to remove my trades now. What is today, the 15th? So I have to remove my trades and import them again. Import the trades, delete the trade, there we go. Copy and paste these bad boys. You see it came up, you know, so I would be in a losing trade again now, you know, so hey, it was the right move to get out, I guess. I mean, it's a stupid small trade. Probably shouldn't even taken it. You know, it says 205. You know, I don't know why. It's 205 instead of 178. But hey, look, now it's bouncing. Is it going to bounce? How much is it going to bounce? Well, not much. I mean, why did I take this trade again? There was a level of support of support here at the 20s, and I thought it was going to break. I mean, I thought it was going to break. I don't fucking know if it's going to break, but it could have been. You know, there was a possibility that it was going to break. So, yeah, that's it. AMC just cracking down. AMD, sorry. What do we have in SPCE? SPCE, could SPCE break the lower day? It could. I mean, the lower pre-market, it held the low of pre-market pretty much. So I ended up, thank goodness I got out of AMC because I would be down another, you know, 150, 200 bucks. You know, it's probably going to hit the 5 minute and then come back down again. But, you know, I'm already done with it. And yeah, that's good. That's going to be my recap. A little live trade there. Not much, but a little live trade. Almost got myself back into the green. A few 50, 60 bucks away from closing the position where it was possible at the end of the day. Down 178. Down from 2300, 2400. I'll take it. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoy it, or the one person that might see it. And yeah, that's it. Have a good one.